lost thoughts lead you astray. Then I cry, then I feel pain. Why do I suffer so much? I would love to feel your touch. Baby, I don't know where to go. Life is so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. Life is so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. Life is so lost without you. Baby, I don't know where to go. Life is so lost without you. Save me before I pass out. Save me before I pass out. Before I pass out.
Hello everyone. Okay. Okay. We are ready. Let's check if we are online. Yes, we are online, everything online, audio online. We can start. So, hello everyone, hello Maximeto, Mr. Einstein, Snack 3000. I think we may start immediately. I think. Everything seems to be ready. Where is the crazy bear? I don't know. Actually, it's weird. Usually, he's always one of the first. Maybe working. Probably working. So, today we have the Ariete MBT main battle tank build to achieve. As you may see, I already started something. Well, actually, I didn't do so much. I simply took my previous main battle tanks like the T90 and especially the Leopard and changed a little bit the dimension because the Ariete is a little bit shorter than the Leopard and it has one wheel less here, so I made it shorter. And Ariete is actually also a little bit higher, so I raised a little bit the tracks here that you can see here. See, they are a little bit higher. And nothing, I stopped here. Now I was checking the overall inside of it. Here I kept the same driver system of the Leopard. While checking here some images, this one is an Italian site because it's an Italian tank, so for me it's easier to find info about it. Here, as you may see, we have the shells, the tank shells next to the driver, so I would like to add them here, the shells as well, inside here somewhere. So I was trying to add the shells inside here. Then we needed to add an engine. It's a V12, so here I designed a standard V12 engine that should go here somewhere. And then we have to go to make the turret, so the turret here. I don't know where to start, to be honest. Yodart, did you receive my mail about the ABRC mock? No, maybe it's in the spam folder. I have to check. email about the ABRC mock. It was an email or a message on some social. Email, I don't think so. I usually read the email every day. No, I check them here to be sure, but no. No, I didn't receive the email. I'm checking in the spam. No, didn't receive any email. Like 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago. Oh, okay, September 11, found it. I don't know why I didn't check it. Okay, found it in the spam folder, okay. Let me... Yes, I already... Okay, I did answer you to the first email, but the second one with... Maybe it's a video, I don't know, it's a file that... It's a possible spam. No, it's not spam. Mark as not spam and move to inbox, so later on I can check it. Now it's in the inbox. Found it. Yes, I didn't answer because the video was marked as a possible spam. Okay, thank you Google for nothing. Fun fact, every time they actually send me spam is always in the inbox. While the not spam is in the spam section. Okay. Hello Santiago. So, very funny. So let's continue here with what I was doing. I don't remember what I was doing, to be honest. Because here we have the driver, and I think that's okay. Here I was trying to add, you know, some space for the shells. Something like this. You should be able to add 1, 2, 3 shells. Maybe even more. Maybe even more. Because here we have a driver, okay. If we remove this thing, let's move it here, and replace this one to the other side, just to divide, you know, the driver from everything else. And we can also remove this detail. We don't need so many details. This way you have no, it's the same. It's the same. Here we will have 3 shells, while here we have 2. This way, because in this case we can add the shells with a plate 1 by 2 here, and we can add 1 and 2 shells. Here it's not so visible, but I think there are of course more than 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know how many of them are present. So I don't know. 3 shells maybe is better. This way. Maybe yes. Let's keep it this way for now, because in this case we may add 3 shells. Actually still not. Now that I notice, I think it's still not possible to add 3 shells in any case. Because here I have to use panels to cover, you know, the tracks. So... Unless... no. I think it's still not possible, so let's keep the two shells system here for now. For the turret, we check it later, so let's concentrate a little bit here for now. I want to add 3 shells inside here. I ordered the parts for the Su-57. Oh, very good. Can't wait to see it. One month ago, must admit I'm pretty proud of the result. Very good. Hammer and striker for my next, okay. Striker, I think, will be pretty fun to do. It's very nice creation, the striker. Which variant? The APC or IFV or the mobile gun system? Which version of the striker did you choose? I hope you do well, Ariete MBT. I hope as well. The F-22 was amazing. Thank you. Niels. New tank, excited. Yep, new tank, Ariete MBT. Now working with the inside a little bit. I'm thinking, before working with the inside, maybe we can design, you know, the overall shape outside first, and then work a little bit with the inside. Here we have more, well, this one is the tank ass. Here we have the front, where we have this bit of inclination. It's not so much inclined, while it's pretty strict here, and then a little bit higher on the back. Side view would be better. Let's see this image. I side view like this one. I mean, why not? An higher resolution image, possibly. Maybe not a design or a drawing, but an actual photo, please. I mean, this view is not too shabby. Let's say that the inclination here starts from this point. If we go lower, let's say it starts from the second wheel, more or less. Okay, so from the second wheel we have to start this inclination. So here it starts from, well, actually I didn't do it on purpose, but let's say that is more or less okay. I mean, yes, pretty much already okay. But let's see, it seems too high, this section, to be honest. Maybe has to go slightly lower this way. Slightly lower. Of course, everything else here is momentarily just to, you know, to check the overall shape. Let's go lower a little bit. And of course the rear is a little bit higher, because more or less from here, so from the last wheel, it raised a little bit. So let's say more or less from here. Just for now, let's copy and copy. Okay, and here we have to go, you know, slightly lower. Maybe a little bit less. But more or less up until here, and then it goes lower. So this is the overall height of the tank, I think. Let's check also, just to be sure. Okay, here. Yeah, yes, I think. Well, actually, the inclination here has to be slightly less. We have slightly less inclination. We have a little bit more on the sides, while on the front, let's find... Yes, on the front we have this a little bit here to add. That can be added, I don't know, this one is 8, yes it's 8. Something like, let's add this one for now. Touching somewhere. Let me understand where is touching. Okay, it's touching somewhere. And I kinda agree, but can't see properly where. Okay. So, just because it's touching for this little final part, maybe we can use a different system. What about some brackets and slopes? I don't know, if I add a bracket here and a slope on the front, no, I don't like it because of because it's a little bit raised here. What if we do the opposite, so we add a bracket to the top here. Of course this one has to be longer, plate 2x6. Okay, so you connect here, you connect, come on, connect. I have to activate and deactivate the collision every time. So let's go, raise it a little bit, I said, little bit. Okay, and at this point we can even add a 1x8, even add a little bit more, something like this. No, don't think so. What if we add curved slopes? One here, one here, and then we move this one lower this way. Touching. Why you don't tell me before? Okay. Well, of course here we have a little gap simply because I'm still testing, but the gaps will be closed later, so let's close the gap. Where is touching? Come on! It's touching somewhere. Fine. Okay, gaps closed. Something maybe this way. Let's copy and mirror. Let's close a little bit just to have an idea. Later I'll make it properly working. Now I just want to know about more or less the final look of it. Of course here you have to go higher, so rise up this one, copy and mirror, copy and mirror. Actually here has to be closed. This one has to move. Copy. Okay. Here we need the space for the turret to rotate. Let's open completely. And then for the sides, we can add a little bit more of a skirt here. And we can use this one, maybe. If you guys could give me feedback on my mock, I would highly appreciate. Okay. I actually don't cry for a few scratches. Actually, I think scratches are part of the builds. I like them. In fact, also in my renders, I activate the scratches on the on the render because I like them. So when you are rendering, you can even add the scratches and UV degrade, and I usually add them because they feel more. I don't know. I think they feel better. I like them more. Sorry a second, I forgot to connect the camera to the power source, so will be... I don't know if it will last. I have just to connect it a second. Sometimes I forget to connect it and, you know, my face disappear. So... Okay, YouTube moderated. I'm sorry, but you will solve it, I'm sure. And here I was thinking to add this kind of skirt, maybe, or we have to make it separate. Not sure. Let's start using this kind of skirt for now and see how they look like. So let's go here. Let's connect them here. Collision is active. To be honest, in this moment I do not need the collision, but let's keep it for now. Also because the inclination should be different. Sorry, I forgot to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, 6 should be okay. I think we have to go lower because here we have to add the inclination here as well. So I think we have to go lower. We have to rise the skirt a little bit because we need the inclination, but not so much, a bit less. Okay, but I see is touching. I mean, let's see. When is not touching? And if we move this one sideways this way, not properly sure about this kind. Of course, the skirt has to be 3 white, and we also have to add here the lights on the skirt. But the main problem here for me would be this inclination here. I was thinking, you know, to make this one longer, but then how I connect the skirt could be a problem. If we not sure. Hey, remember, will you add the work kit on this? Not sure. I may. In this moment, I have first to build the base one. Later on, I can add more, you know, additions. I would like to have better images. Okay, we need to add the lights here, and that's okay. But I don't have a clear side image for the... maybe this one. No, for this inclination. Because we have an inclination up until here, then we have this big slope until here, and then we have the front one. The front one is done. I think this one is done. Now, here we should need a little bit of inclination up, and then everything else. Now, for the bit of inclination, up, this kind of slope is kind of okay, but not sure. Maybe we may find a better solution. We may find something better for it. The previous brackets were not too shabby, but still not the best solution. I mean, they are more similar to the right one, okay, because we have this double slope, so slope down, that is more like it. So, see, it's very small. The problem is the position. This one has to go slightly more to the front. If we keep it this way, what about the side skirts? I mean, here is pretty flat. Then we have the light, and then we have the inclination. What if we completely change the design of our skirts? For example, let's try. I need a 2x2. Go lower. Okay, this is the minimum height we can use. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, and 1 2. Okay, this is the position where we have the light and the bottom of the skirts. Okay, we have the light on the front. The light here will be 1x3. Let's go higher. Okay, just checking. This one is a little bit shorter, so here the best thing we could get is a tile modified. Then we try to find how to connect it, but for now we need a plate modified. This one. Okay, found what I needed. Go lower. You can go lower, okay? Here we may add our light slope, sorry, slope. Here we may add our lights. For now, don't know how to make them, just simply do something like this, okay? Then on the back we need to go higher, and on the front we have this little skirt. For the skirt, it goes straight. We can solve it with a bracket. Maybe something like this. Okay? So this way we may even... it's a touching. I mean, we may connect the skirt here, not this way, but maybe this way. Okay. Well, actually, it's already the dimension of the skirt, so we can add this one as a skirt. The problem is how we do connect this one to the rest. That's the problem. I don't know if the skirt is already the right dimension. I don't know if it's... No, I think it's okay. Because if we make it longer, I think it will be too much. Tile 1, 2x3. Come on. No, too much. So this way is okay. But here we have to fix this thing a little. We can connect it easily with a 2x3. Come on, connect it. Okay. And we have to find a way for the lights, because of course here the lights are smaller, but not as small as 1. Nope. 2 is the solution, so... This one will be tricky. This will be tricky to achieve. But let's first find out the overall shape. Do you know about the Lego model scaler website tool? I don't know. No. I usually use this one for my skills. You can find it also in the tutorial I made. Unit converter. I do usually use this one for my skills, but I don't know anyone else. Anything else. Don't forget the small rotor wheels to keep the above tracks horizontal. Yes, the one here, you mean. Yep. Well, they are not a big deal to be added, because we may add one here. Actually, they should be more to the center, but you cannot add them where it's the turret, simply because the turret in Lego is quite thick, so it's difficult to add. But yes, you just reminded me, so I will add them now, so I do not forget later. Go 1 and 2 higher, perfect. And here we need to add a Technic linker without friction ridge. Is it touching? Yep, it's touching. Should not. Here is too low, here is too high. I know the solution, but I don't like. Seems I was... Sounds weird. The other solution is use brackets and adding the wheels not here, higher. Okay, should be the way. And add them, you know, with bricks. That's something I do not really like to do. Still touching. Lower, too low, so I have to use the other bracket, this one. Now come on, connect, thank you very much. 1 and 2, 1 and 2, okay, so this should be the way. Okay, should be okay. I usually don't like this bracket design, simply because the wheel can break easily. It's not a very strong connection, you know. That's why I usually prefer to use Technic. I'm trying to think about another way to connect the Technic. Search it online, but I work well with my way. I don't think it's needed. Lego model scaler.
Close your eyes.
Something like that. Oh my god. If this is, but I think it's the same. It's the same I'm using. Yes, it's a serial tool. I think it's the same one. Yes, it's the same. It's one of the tools he added. I think it's the same one. I usually prefer to use the unit converter, but yes, we have also mock manager, wheels chart. Model scaler, that I think is the one. Yes, I think it's the same one. With the unit converter I work faster, but you better watch the tutorial if you wanna use it. Don't know. With my usual solution I work better, and once I start I usually do not use it anymore simply because it's Lego. So I prefer to work this way for now, but maybe I'll give it a better look later. So what we have to achieve at the end is a little bit higher this way and then the slope. Okay, so this is, well, actually you go here, so this is the final result we have to achieve. And to achieve it we also have to add skirts on the side to cover, you know, the wheels. Ah yes, I forgot we were trying to do something here. I started doing one thing and then changing the subject. I forgot what I was. I forget what I'm doing. Okay, so here you cannot add anything because of the turret. I can add the other one here. And the other way is with the technique linker. Now I think we can find a solution. Without friction ridge, okay, it's too low, but what if we add this? Not this. What if we add this? Still too low. Well, actually, should not be very straight to the top. If it goes a little bit lower, should not be a problem. What do you think? Brick or technique? Brick or technique? Because if I make it higher, it touches. Unless we choose something like this. This way is not touching here, but is not touching here neither. So the problem is still present. But if we add this one here, okay, this way only this part of the track will be sustained. What do you think? The real one is the same. If you check it here, see the little wheels present are only here. Why you cannot dezoom? Okay, perfect. So you only have them here, 1 and 2, see? Maybe this way is better. Technique looks solid. I agree, technique is always a better solution. I think this way should be better. Here should not touch, right? Because this one rotate this way, so no, this way is not touching. I think this one is a good solution for the tracks. I think. Because if you want to make it longer, this one should go lower, one layer lower, to be longer. If you want to be longer, so if you want to use the longer 1x3 pin without friction here, if you want to use the longer one, it's clearly touching, even if the program do not give us the connection problem. And even if we add 1 and 2, see, is still a little bit higher. I don't know. What do you think? 1x2 or 2x1? So longer or shorter? Quest. Any plans of doing the new presented KF51? I have no plans. I have something like, I don't know, 100 or more projects to make. So I have really no plans. The Ariete main battle tank was on schedule from more than 1 year. So I really have no plans. The only moment I'll have plans will be when I publish my Patreon page, and will be a perk for Patreons only, because really there are too many projects to make and I cannot simply say yes to anyone. It's really impossible. I don't have the time to build so many projects. So the only way I find I think it may work to choose the next project is to give it as a special reward for Patreons, just to thank them for the support. That's the only possible solution. There is no other way. So for now, really no plans. When I want to build something, I simply build it, without any specific schedule request. In this moment I wanted to build something small, easier, because my actual project that is under instruction making is quite large, and I needed to build something smaller. And with quite large, I mean this baby. Something this large. It's big. So I needed to build something smaller. And you know my usual politic about building something from different countries, so I needed to change country. And why not using mine? So not the US anymore, another country. Thank you, Mr. Einstein, for the answer. He answered for me. So yeah, that's it. Unfortunately, I cannot live simply with these projects for two main reasons. First, even if maybe some of you may think the price is high for the instructions, it's actually not. So if you think how many hours you have to work, because it's actually a work on them to get the final project done, it's not a very good job. Because you really need so many hours for a very cheap price at the end. So sometimes I read the comments, especially on YouTube, under the projects. But this one is you sell the project, it's not free, you never give us free designs. Well, it's not true. I actually often make free instruction videos as well. Small projects, but they are actually free. But if you think about it, you spend maybe usually 1 week of work. For that price is not so much. So you cannot live with this design. The second main reason is that I do not have the money to pay for royalties. That means you can, unfortunately, often find my projects sold by Chinese without paying me 1 cent or anything, and people buy my designs from them. I was trying to start cooperation with other societies, companies, Chinese companies, and I would like to give them the authorization to sell my projects officially, because they will pay for the royalties and they will completely delete my projects from any other website. But it's more complicated than this. It's really complicated. There are loyal and good companies out there, but it's difficult to even start a conversation, starting a cooperation. I tried to, contact them, but it's difficult. Unless they are the first one to contact you. So, unless I open a company like Brickmania, that it's a company, so they have royalties, they have some sort of protection around the world, I cannot do anything. On Bricklink Studio, someone copied your BF109. If you send me the link, I can take it down. Because Bricklink is not Chinese. So I can contact them and make them take it down. With Chinese company, I know. I cannot. I tried, but it's really difficult. Your instructions are a very fair price. Think about it that my price is higher simply because I give you, well, first the 10% of the price goes to the website. That is actually really a lot. If I use my own website, will be much cheaper. But there are many problems because first I have another job. I do not do this as my only work, so I cannot spend so much time working on a website, because the website needs to be updated. You have to work on it. You need someone to, well, or you do it, or you need to pay someone to use it and make it work. But I don't have the money to pay someone, so we still have the same problem. So first I pay a lot of money, because the 10% actually it's not a so fair price to the website, only because they are hosting my instructions. They take the 10%. So 10% of the price is gone. Another percentage is gone for the because of PayPal. PayPal takes I don't remember the exact percentage, but let's say that you pay the 3.5% plus another fixed fee. So if I say it about $11, I take 8 more or less, depending on the project. So it's also the final price is not the final price I get. Think also about it. With my own website, with my own paying method, so you pay with the credit card directly to me, I would save a lot of money, and I could even lower the price of the instructions, because actually I don't care so much. I can get the same money. I can make them cheaper. So if I want to keep getting, $8 or $9, I can make the price $9. It's not a big deal. The problem is that I would need my own website, my own payment method. I have to follow the website. There are many problems connected to it. And if I use my own website, will people buy it from me? Because Rebrickball, it takes a huge fee, but is very well known. People trust it. So if I do all this work and move everything to my own website, will people still keep buying my projects? So we have another problem. Maybe I lose, many sellings because you know me and you will probably keep buying. But for people who still don't know me, will they buy from a random website? So another problem. The website I was using was taking 30%. For example, well, actually to me was higher before, but I contacted the Rebrickball owner, well, ex-owner, now they changed many things, but I still kept my fee, because before was 15%, and I got the 10% fees because I was selling many than others. I think on Rebrickball I'm one of the top 10 sellers, designers. I don't know how they rank the designers there, but I think I'm one of the best. I don't know. So I got a little bit of advantage. Another advantage I have there, when you upload a project, it has to be approved by a moderator. In my case, not. I have the automatic, it's automatically approved when I click send to approving, send the project to approving. So that's another advantage I have there, simply because I am one of best on the platform. I don't know if I can try to ask them for a lower fee. What about the set partnership with WIP? With WIP, I have the partnership is active, so every time you buy parts with my link, I get 10% fee. I think, I don't know. I still don't know because I still didn't get even one payment from them for now. While another thing I could do to get a little bit more revenue from my instruction is to remove PayPal. I don't know if you noticed, but on Rebrickball I added two payment methods. One is PayPal, that is very well known, everyone uses it. The other one is a Stripe. Stripe is not very well known, maybe, but it actually is not even it's not the service itself. It's simply to use your credit card. So while on PayPal you use you still use your credit card, but you need to use PayPal to pay. So you will not use your credit card informations. With Stripe you pay with your credit card directly to me. They still have fees, of course, because they are still a company that have to get a revenue. But while PayPal starts from 3.5%, they have 2% if I remember correctly, and they don't have the fixed fee for any product. So let's say you buy from me, I think that one of the cheapest thing is the micro creation by $5, okay? $5. 10% goes to Rebrickball, so it's $4. Of these $4, PayPal take the 3.5 plus a fixed fee that I don't remember if it's $1, so it's $5, 4, 3, and of these 3 you have to still take out the percentage. Stripe do not have any fixed fee, So it doesn't matter if it's $5 or 1,000. We don't have a fixed fee. It's better for you know, cheaper creations. So if I remove the PayPal and the only way to buy for you would be the credit card, I could get an higher revenue from my projects. But I don't know, because many people use PayPal because they trust PayPal. So if I remove it, I still get the same revenue? Not sure. I do not have a credit. How can you pay? Actually, you still need a credit card to charge your PayPal account, right? Oh no, wait, maybe you can charge it with a bank account. See, that's a problem. Let's say Mr. Einstein want to buy something, one of my instructions. He doesn't have a credit card, so he will not buy my projects. So if I remove PayPal, I have another problem maybe. So that's why I have both. I always hope people prefer to use Stripe, because that way to you nothing changes. So you pay always the same. For you is the same. You will not have any difference. To me, yes, I will have a difference. Especially, as I told you, on cheaper projects, because the fixed PayPal fee is a problem. If it's $1 on 5, you take out 1, you already have 4. $1 on 11, you take out 1, you have 10, and then the percentage and everything else. So on cheaper projects, PayPal is a huge deal for me. It's a huge problem. It's connected with my account. Okay, so you pay it with your bank account. Yes, you can also charge it with IBAN. Yep, with the bank account. See, that's the problem. So if you want to use PayPal, if I remove PayPal, I may lose some of my buyers. So maybe I get more money because Stripe gives me more money, but I lose sellings, and overall I don't have any improvement, or maybe even worse. It's a big problem. While if I make my own website, would be better on this site. Even though, as I told you, maybe I will sell maybe less, because people do not trust my website, maybe, or is not very well known. If you write the designer, you will hopefully find my name, my Rebrickball account on the top page on the Google search. If I make my own website, you will find it so easily? Not sure. It's a problem. It's a problem. So, I'm tired of working on this section for so long, so let's change it a bit. Here we have the engine. I was checking that here we have some sort of... I don't know what is it here. Air intakes. How large is it? Maybe we can try to add that detail as well. Because let's say we add this one here in the center. Let's go higher. See, we have some space to the sides. It's a wool 12 that we have here. So let's say this will be the final position, okay. This one is not needed. We can add a brick one by one. Okay. On the side we have, well, both sides, I guess. We have this thing. Oh, why don't add it if we can? I like it, so why not? Higher. We may add it with brackets, maybe. Or maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Or maybe... no, we don't have enough space this way. What if we use brick modified? Like you. Go this side. Higher, higher, higher. This one can go a little bit higher. Should fit in the middle. Not sure. If we find a way to fit it, if we find a way, then we can add what I want to add or not. Because the idea is to add something like this to the side. Something like this. Yes, it can fit inside. I'm not sure about this one. Let's search for the... What engine do you use, my MBT? Where is it? The website I was searching for. Ariete Carro Armato in Italian. This one is the website of my country army. Let's see. No, it's not you. Where is it? There is one website I use a lot. Should be this one. No, not you. Let's see. No. Weird sounds. Let's see. Ah, okay, found it. Iveco Fiat MTCA. Okay. Okay, so the cylinders are not visible. It's a V12, so we know it has 12 cylinders. But actually from here not visible, and we have this kind of big air intake. I think the cylinders are here on the two sides. But I think there are two air intakes because should be the... Can we have okay, here we have the cylinders. Okay, here and here. And here we have the transmission. Let's see. Oh, beautiful. Come on. Tank engines are so cool. Of course, I do not want to make it identical because it's useless to spend so much time on it. But, you know, the overall... I'll test it with real pieces. I have them as well. I can test it, but it's really helpful if you do it for me, so I can, you know, concentrate on something else in the meanwhile. I would like to have a top view. It's beautiful, beautiful, but come on, a top view. Here you can see where the transmission with to the wheels start. So here we have the rotation of the tracks. Okay, let's say this is the half of it. The best top view I can find is this one. So we have an air intake here, a grid on the side, and I think here we have the cylinders. Now I usually make them okay, let's say we have 2, 4 and 6. 6 is the space we have. You know, I would like to change the design. Let's say these two can be our I don't know, they look like turbofans, but this is not an aircraft engine like the Abrams, is a diesel engine. But let's say we have these two here on the top. Now they collide, but you know, just to have an idea. We have this on the side. Can you please go here so I can use this one as a well, actually, okay, this one is in the center, this one is the center, and then we have 6. If I add this like this, okay, maybe, I don't know, go this way. Maybe why you don't want to collaborate as usual? Let's say something like this, okay? Then we have 2, 4, 6, 2, 4, 6 for the cylinders. So if we make them straight, the space available is finished because we have 2, 4 and 6, okay? If I want to add also the grids here, okay, something like this, I have to get some more space from here. It's not impossible, because actually what we can do, if we take them closer, still don't know how, but if we take them closer, we have to use 3, 4, 5, 6. Because if we use this system, okay, we can add this one here, so we have 1 and 2. We have to do the same to the other side. Okay, 1 and 2. Okay, and here we can add these two in the middle this way. Okay, something like this. Don't know how, but the idea is to do something this way. Of course, the best would be having, come on, 1 and 2. 2 of these, sorry, like this. This would be the best solution, because see, it's quite thick. It works. Wait, because I'm thinking, and I'm thinking too much. Not a lot, but too much. What if, okay, I'm using the base here for the space. We have 2, 4 and 6, okay? No, actually we have more. Actually we have 8. Well, actually I would like to hide the tracks from the top. But if we do not hide them... No, actually we have 8, because the engine is higher. Here, you see this one is the transmission. The transmission goes inside this wheel. So the transmission is here, while this part is above the transmission. So everything we have here, actually it has to go here on the top. So, wait. So, here we have this one, okay. But we also have to cover the top. But we have 8. If we have 8, we can... I have to find a way to make it less thick, but wider. Now we have a little bit more space here. So, you will be my reference, okay? You will be my reference. If I move this one here, and I make it higher, so, okay. 8, perfect. Here we have this one, come on. Okay. We do the same to the other side. Okay. And then we have much more space because... Come on, connect a second. Just a second. Okay, I move you this way. I move you this way. I can hide the cylinders inside and make everything lower. This way. And inside here we may add more details like slopes later, not important now, see, something like this. And on the top we may connect these two somehow, still don't know how. The important thing is that the height will be more or less like this bracket, so we can do it. If I add this one inside, 1 and 2, the final height will be this one, so should fit, should work. If we can keep the design high like this, it should fit. Should fit. But can we do it? This one is already higher. Slightly, but already higher. If we add the cylinder this way is not so realistic. Usually they are V or Y positioned. Well, actually V positioned. That's why they call it V12, because it's the shape. Not so realistic. Not so realistic if we place it here, but if we move this one lower, seems to work this way. I don't know if you can test it as well, but I think you can add the bracket next to it this way. So if we have a base 2x2 here, 2x6, whatever, if they are on the same layer, it should work. We can do the same here, so we can lower this one as well. So it has only to be lower than the bracket, you know. And then how we can connect these two on the top? Well, actually we don't need to add this necessarily. We can even add 2x4 and 2 tile rounds, you know, this one with the sticker on top. Can we connect this one on top of it? We cannot. Disappointed. Tile round modified. Tile round. Okay, found the solution to connect it. Thank you. This work. But the collision. Okay, this work. But I can. I can. I really don't like this little. I know it's really small, but why you do not connect properly? I don't know why it bothers me so much. I do not like this space. 59, 63, 59, 63, 59, 62. 60. No. 63. 63.1. Sorry, no. 62.9. I don't know why. 0.9. 62. 0.5. Okay. Of course now, okay, still connected. I like it. Let's see, how can I connect these to everything else? Higher. Sorry, no. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. I don't really get it. Why the cylinders... You are not wrong. you are not wrong. Why spending so much time covering everything and making the engine so so precise if they are not visible? To be honest, you are not wrong. So if they are inside here, we may simply remove them and make You're not wrong. You're not wrong. But then we can make this larger at this point. I think we do have a larger solution because the cylinder at this point they will be inside here. Okay, how wide they have to be? So let's say this one goes here and this one goes here. I think inside here we may add, well, actually these two are not too bad. Let's connect them, you know, where they should go, just to have an idea of the final result. You should go, I need a plate modified, I guess, to properly connect it. Or tile modified, no, plate modified. Okay, you go one here, move into the position, perfect. Let's go 1, 2 and 3, no, 2, because they are a little bit inside, but this way are touching. If I move them slightly this way, okay, so here we have simply to change the 1x2 with the, you know, the square version of them. Of course, this one will go higher and higher this way. I think we can do better than this. I think we can do better. I think. Of course, here we have to add the second part of the detail. So we have also to add 2 studs more. This is 6, right? Okay. Here we have this. This is an ingot, absolutely ingot, with maybe this brick modified. Something like this. In terms of length, how much we do have? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 maximum. So here is a 6. Let's add 2 more, because we have this little space here. So let's add this one here. A plate 1x6 present here. 1 and 2 to the other side. Ingot on this side here. This side here. higher. 1 and 2 maybe. Here we have this little bit of slope below it. The little bit of slope we may add it with, I don't know. We have the 1x2 slopes that we can use. We can use this one, but not here, and maybe slightly lower, always for the same thing here. Okay, one to the other side as well. Maybe here we can use the brackets because they seem larger. Here it seems we have a little bit of space, but don't know. So something like this. Here we may add more detail, like 1 and 2 move higher. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2, something like this. Yep, these two sides, they are larger, so go out. Let's use brackets. Come on, lower. Okay, 1 and 2, and maybe 1 and 2. Okay, copy a mirror to the other side. You go away. Maybe 1 and 2 here, 1 and 2 here. Here in the middle, don't know, still don't know. But man, it's starting to get right shape. You could use the plates with holes with an axle slot below. Plates with a hole. With an axle slot below. The plates with holes, okay, I understand that they are Technic plates. So Technic plate. So this one. But the axle, I'm not sure, because these are round. So below I still have to add the round plates with the cross to connect the axle. But you are not wrong, because following your suggestion, it's a very good suggestion. What I can do is, very good suggestion, tail round with hole as well. Okay, plate round, plate round. Okay, then Technic linker with axle, Technic linker axle. Okay, add this one here. Okay, and you can go up until it touches the thing. Sorry, activate collision, so I am sure it's not touching anywhere else. Okay. Copy and mirror to the other side. Why? Copy and mirror. No. Okay. Copy and mirror not working. Okay. Now the axle is a bit too long, but if we add one more here and one more here, Done. Remove, remove, remove. I think this way looks better. They are a bit inside, so I think the final result is more accurate. Of course, here later we will close the gaps. Even if now looks weird, later we will close the gaps. But this way, better. Better. Something squarey would be even better than round, but we do have something like this. We do have something like tiles with a hole. Don't think so. Don't think so. Technique. Plate, but plates have studs on top. I'm thinking about other possibilities. Another possible solution is to make it upside down. And of course, if you I didn't want to copy everything. Making it upside down, if I remove this one, I can stick this one inside simply thanks to the axle. So this one will go up until here. Okay, this one can go higher. So even if this one move a little, it's not important because you have the one on the top and the one on the bottom that stick it, keep it connected. Okay, this way. And let's see how. Wait a second. Hide. How's the final result this way? I think it's even better now. I think it's better this way. Can you connect, please? Yep, better. Then what else we do have? Well, we have this thing here that goes outside the tank. Is a detail that we will not add. It's complicated. Here I simply want to add the roof this way. I don't know if sideway, back way, it's not important to see the thing inside, but the maximum height is this one. The front can be this way. Actually, we may add no. The bottom it's not important because it's already connected here for obvious reason. So everything here will be connected on top of it. And what else? What else we may add? We said we have 2, 4, 6, 8 of space. Now is a 7. So on the front we have a little bit more of space. See, here we have more details. So what else we may do is maybe adding something here like this, or maybe with brackets this way here, some details just because we can. They don't have to be precise because here you see we have some sort of cylinders, pipes or other things. But not having... okay, here we have the other side view. Okay, here you can see the cylinders, see? 1, 2, 3. We can see 3 of them from here. But in this case we will not be too much strict to the original. I think it's pretty nice, but we don't have to be 100% precise on the design. The only thing I'm thinking, just because the front is, you can see, is shrinked compared to the bottom, maybe, but really maybe, we can do it, So on this side, see, we don't have this same detail. Let's try to make it similar at least. 3x3 for sure. You go lower, okay. 2x3 plate, 2x3 here. Lower. Okay. And what else? Maybe nothing. Maybe we may do something like the same thing we have here to the other side, but starting from here. Okay. And I don't know. We can add another one maybe here. A little bit of space in the middle. Maybe an ingot also here because details. I really love ingots. Maybe you didn't notice. And here on the front we have the main axle. I would like to add it. It has to go here in the middle. Why not? I mean, technique, brick. I don't know why we are spending so much time on the engine, but I'm having a lot of fun, I have to be honest. Technique, brick. This one. Not this one, to be honest. Is very small. So I would like to add a simple Technic linker with, you know, this one and this one. Okay. Very. Actually, it's quite lower. So remove. You have to go lower this way. Better. Don't like it. I have the solution. Plate modified. Where is it? I have the perfect solution. Found you. Yes, this one is perfect. Lower, and just because everything here will go on the top of the engine, this one can go even lower. Not sure how much, but can go even lower. Actually, let's check it. This one, deactivate collision, because I need to move it. Okay, now let's go higher by 1, 2, 3. No, 3. Okay, it will go here. Okay, this will go here, and the engine can go up until here. Okay, perfect. This engine is so cool. maybe we can make it even a bit longer because we have space from the turret. Ah no, wait, it has to go a little bit longer because here it has to be closed. So let's say here will be closed because we have the turret. Okay, I think that's okay this way. But it's time to go for me. Here it's only I have only to wrap everything, but the overall design of the engine is okay, I think. Pretty nice. Pretty nice this way. I totally understand the whole fun about detail. I'm glad that you understand. It's quite fun. Actually, if you think about it, it's completely useless. The engine will not even be visible. I always make it detachable, so you can open the whole section here and detach the engine as a feature, an extra feature that is not actually needed. But I don't know, I think in tanks it's not so futile. I think it's quite important to add the engine, also because every tank has a different kind of engine. Here we can see the T90, for example, as the engine designed sideways, for example, to save space. See, this is the T90 engine is sideways. The Leopard 1, okay, here I don't have it present, but the Leopard 1 is in length, but on the rear has two huge, they are quite cool. The Abrams engine has, well, that one is completely different because it's not diesel, but it's a turbine engine. So, I think it's a pretty nice detail. Here I have only to wrap everything, and then it can be placed inside here. I wanted to start with the turret, but unfortunately we lost too much time. Maybe we can continue next week if I don't work on it during these days, I don't know. But otherwise next week we can work on the turret. I'll try to finish, the chassis myself, and if I do not finish it offline, next week we can continue with the turret. Otherwise, another project I would like to update is the French Rafale. So maybe we can update that one. Or maybe building something different, American, because, I like to change country, so I have many American projects to make. To be precise, now I give you an idea about my, let's call it schedule, but it's not a real schedule, you know me. I have to make the P-51 Mustang, Second World War, V2, following the new standard. The F-16, I would like to update it, so that's another one. I would like to make the Centauro from Italy, so I can wait a while because we are just building something from Italy. And then I would like to work on the Su-34 from Russia. So, my usual idea about countries. I like to mix them. I don't want to build, 5 American projects consecutively. So I want to mix them. So if now I share the CH-53 from America, then we have Italy, then we can make maybe France, I don't know. There's a lot of people that say that Ariete is the worst MBT of NATO. Can be. Is probably one of the worst in the world. It's really outdated. Now I can give you very fastly a few ideas about why it's called one of the worst. Now here I don't see one of the most updated version of it, because we have some packages that improve the protections, like ERA, so explosive reactive armors on the sides. But let's start from here. It's very high. It's one of the highest tank in this moment, and this will not help the tank to survive attacks, especially on the sides. Not only is high here, but is high also here on the turret and pretty flat. Why the Abrams and other tanks have the slope armor to deflect bullets, first thing, and even if you do not deflect the bullet, take, I don't know, I may need a book, something. Okay, here I have a book, okay? I suggest you to read this book, or the Martian. This one is thicker. Okay. Let's say this one is the armor, okay? This one is the thickness of the armor. Take any ruler you have at home. I don't have a ruler, but take a ruler. You have this space, okay? If you do not change anything in the thickness, but simply incline it, and the bullet still go straight, horizontal, with a ruler. So check this distance with a ruler, let's say is 2 centimeters. If you move it this way, it becomes 2.5 centimeters or 3 centimeters. Now I'm just giving you some numbers. So we increased the thickness simply changing the inclination, without changing the weight, without changing the... It's not more expensive because the material is the same. So simply with one movement you increased the protection of a tank. In this case we have this inclination only on the front, but also here, if you notice, is not... the inclination is only for the front. What about the sides? If you take for example the Abrams, you can notice we have the same thing, but the inclination is not only for the front, but also on the sides. Also here we have another inclination. All these slopes are needed to avoid to deflect bullets and increase the protection, something that here is not present. Other problems present on the MBT are the NBC, nuclear, bacterial, chemical protections. They do not work. IED improvised explosive. I had this improvised against, for example, mines on the bottom are not very well protected. So let's say you are in a country and they placed mines or other IEDs on the ground. It's not very well protected. The basic armor itself is not so high, so even the basic armor in the best, in the most protected parts is not so much. So we have many problems. There is a reason we started the upgrade program. Well, it's not started, only the development is started in 2016, if you remember well, was announced yes, 2016 should be, was released the Centauro 2, that is probably one of the best machines we have in Italy, better than the tank. So if it was for me, I would make more Centauro than Ariete. And when it was announced, the Centauro, they announced also the Ariete 2 development. So, who knows? Su-34, yes, will arrive. I would like to make it. Tigre helicopter, that's another one, another beautiful suggestion. Also, that one may be one of the next. So, see, we have many projects. I'm pretty sure it doesn't have any active protection system. Exactly, we don't have any APS. Well, actually, the latest addition we can add, but I'm not sure it was introduced yet, is the one from the Centauro B2. The Centauro APS, it's called, no, I don't remember the name. Let me search it in Italian. I don't remember the name. Wait a second, wait a second. The music stopped, of course, but don't worry, be happy. Sorry, here maybe is shown. We have the APS present on the Centauro that is compatible with the Ariete. Not sure if they are still using, if already using it, but it should be available. Scudo, okay. The APS, my country APS, is called Scudo, and you can see here an image of it, but actually is already adopted on the B2 the Centauro B2. So, okay, here you can see it present on the, this one is a version of the Centauro, this one is the anti-air version of the Centauro. And here is already adopted. So the APS Scudo is available, but I'm not sure it's already adopted also on the tank. It's adopted on the Centauro, but not sure here. So if you search for the Scudo APS, this is how it's how you can search for it. Scudo APS. You can find maybe some images here. You can see some parts of the sensor, reader, and so on of the Scudo APS. See, here you can see, no, this one is not the Scudo, this one is something else. You can see some sensors here, see, active radars for the APS. So the Scudo APS, it works, is ready, but I'm not sure if it was already added on the latest improvement of the Ariete. That one is not sure. Leclerc doesn't have APS yet either. That's a problem. Nowadays APS are a must. Against modern weapons, especially depends on the enemy. But with double charged RPGs, for example, or anti-tank guided missiles, if you get hit, it's difficult to survive. So reactive armors are very important because they explode before being, when they get hit, they explode. So it's better having an explosion outside the tank than being hit by one of these weapons. And the active protection system are even better because they destroy the RPG or missile even before they reach the target. So I think nowadays APS and reactive armors are the best protection. The standard armor thickness and so on is not so much important anymore. If you get hit, doesn't matter how thick is your armor, it's difficult to survive. Sometimes even the shockwave alone is able to kill the people inside. If you think about it, so let's think about the tank survive, but the people inside are dead because of the shockwave. That's why they are also now making using composite materials, because composite materials reduce the shock wave to move inside them. Beautiful. I know they are weapons, they are made for killing, but the engineering around it, I don't know why. I love them. I love military machines. How many T-72s died to javelins? That's an example, yep. T-72s are very old, but if you keep them like they are and simply add an APS on them, the survivability increase exponentially with an APS. So without changing anything else. No armor, no... just that. Another thing here, they got a 12 kilo... Can you understand how much is it, 12 kilometers? You can even see the target after 5-6 kilometers, unless you are in a higher position. So if you are horizontal, because of earth curvature, after 5 kilometers you can't even see the target. You can get it, you can hit it. So if you fire 45 degrees, you can hit it, the target. But you need, of course, or you have to be very lucky, or you need someone else to, you know, to laser the target where you have to hit to target your with a laser usually your target, and with an HE that is an high explosive, so is one of the oldest shells available. The high explosives are very simple shells nowadays. They are not the best solution against tank, and they were still able to use them. Yep, they scouted with a drone, laser, usually, yes, or are, nowadays they usually use drones. They can be also, you know, the very small drone that you can see, for example, people using them. You really need a very small drone, because you just need a laser that lights the target to hit it. Yes, they have software to automatically calculate everything. They simply insert the data, and nowadays almost everything is made by a computer. If you use missiles, it's even easier, because you can simply fire it wherever you want, and it will find the target again with a laser or a drone or something else that illuminates the target, and the missile will hit, like a javelin. You could make an H890, very beautiful transport helicopter, is the Europe alternative to the Black Hawk. And to be honest, I actually like the NH90 more. So if I have to choose between a Black Hawk and the NH90, I prefer the NH90. It's really beautiful. I'll show you. It's one of the most beautiful helicopters. Come on, it's so cool. I really like it. Well, this one is the naval variant with the radar. This one is the alternative to the Seahawk, for example. I think it's really beautiful. This one, I have so many projects I want to make. Come on. The Black Hawk is iconic. I like it, but come on, this is cooler. The machines I have to design. Come on, also here, sideway. It's really beautiful. The most difficult part will be, of course, the nose, as usual. Even though for this one, maybe we can use a windscreen already present, already available, to make this a section, and only to design this part of the nose. However, I have to go. as usual, I speak too much, so now I have to go. Thank you everyone for being with me while designing our Ariete. So let's save it. Perfect, well, because I forgot. And on Saturday I will release probably the castle. So the first part of the castle. So you will find walls, towers, and gate. And later on we will make more things like a watchtower, I was thinking, barracas, you know, just think about games like Age of Empire, something like this. So if you want, you can make your own Age of Empire game with Lego. And the next week will arrive the Super Stallion. Cody is working on the instructions. I don't want to make him rush them, because before with the Sukhoi he had a lot of requests about the instructions and I feel sorry for him. So this time I will not release even the video. Let's wait, and then I release everything together: video, review, and instructions. So for the next week. While the successive one, probably the Ariete at this point, and so on. One per week. And that's it. Now I can go. Even the audio here stopped because I was tired. So that's it, and see you on Saturday with the official video, Wednesday with another live stream. Bye.